stepped on and walked on. I remember taking the boys to a petting zoo in the mall one time, Washington Square Mall, and there was a llama. A llama is a miniature humpless camel. And I'm sitting there and the boys are going, check it out, Dad, check it out. And all of a sudden I thought lightning had come down from heaven and hit my foot. And my foot was put down to the ground where I couldn't move it, and somebody drove a steel pole through it. And I went, what is that? And I looked down and that crazy llama had stepped on my foot. I did more than pet in that zoo that day. I thought about it, the camel. So it showed him that Rebekah had the characteristics of Abraham's family. Whenever God sent the angel of the Lord there, whenever he sent visitors to Abraham, Abraham also always took care of them. Abraham always honored God's presence. He honored other people. He went and fought for his nephew Lot. He's always being a servant. Always being a servant. And so they were trying to see who bore the family resemblance. So here, let me ask you this question. Moms, future moms, women, and now I'm going to throw the men in there too, just for good measure. Do you have the family trait? Do you want to be like him? And you got to understand, if you want to be like him, he wants you to be like him. And because he wants you to be like him, he's going to send camels. And when the camels come, are you going to step beyond average? Or are you going to actually move forward in this thing with the camels? Something that's going to exhaust you. She was exhausted by the time she got through with this. Whatever your camel is, it's there, and it's going to exhaust you. I mean, look at this. She had 10 camels she had to take care of. Wow. Some of y'all here have more than 10. Let me tell you something. The camels are waiting. But not only are the camels waiting, God's waiting too. Wow. After the Lord showed me this, and then sent camels my way, and he sent camels my way, and camels my way. Instead of being aggravated with them, I thank God for my camels. You see, God is actually looking for a second mile mom. Did you know that? He's looking for a mom, a woman, a man. Remember, you don't have to give birth to be a mom. He's looking for one that'll go that second mile. Because if you're going to be a mom, I guarantee you're going to go the second mile, and the third mile, and the fourth mile, and the fifth mile, and the sixth mile. As a dad, I've gone so many miles I don't even keep up with it anymore. As a pastor, I've gone so many miles I don't even keep up with it anymore. At PCDC, I remember PCDC, there was a guy that went to high school with me. And he was a basketball player. He didn't go with, he was actually went to D.H. Con, I think it was, but he remembered Dominique Wilkins and Alvis Rogers. Alvis Rogers never really made it in the pros because he hurt his leg, but he was the rookie of the year at Wake Forest. And then everybody's heard of Dominique Wilkins. It says he's from France. No, he's from 4th Street in Washington. They asked Dominique, how can he shoot so good? One of the number one scorers in the NBA, holds records, all kinds of records for scoring. How can he score so good and get so many points? You know what he said? In the projects, he would go out there at night and everybody else had left. And there'd be a chain. The chain was up for a net. And he said he would get all over in a dim lit place. You could barely see what was going on. And just we could barely see the net. And he would shoot. Everybody else had gone in. There was not enough light for the average person to see by. And he would shoot. And he would shoot. And he would shoot. If everybody else was being average, he would shoot. He would shoot. And I remember, we never seen anything like it. He would even jump up and do 360s and slam dunk. They were on TV talking about it. NC State was trying, all the schools were trying to get him. I remember that. But I remember two things also. Coach Smith would say, Dominique, if you ain't going to play team ball, you're going to sit in the bench. Yes, right. They won 2 state 3A championships, or maybe 3 with him. Sometimes they would get in the huddle in the game, and he'd be in there looking like he was doing something, writing stuff down. And all I would say is, look, when the ball gets in, throw it to Dominique. Just throw it to Dominique. We see, he went the extra mile. Some of us right here, right now, don't even realize the power of the camel that's in front of you right now. You're watching your feet because your toes are being stepped on. You're watching your face because you're being spit on. You're watching yourself because it's big and ugly and it stinks. And that's all you can think of. And God is saying, you better hug that camel. Because on the other side of that camel is a life like you would not ever believe. Wow. I was looking for a second, my mom and dad. I thought it ended like this. Happy Mother's Day. How much cuter than a camel. Y'all guys come up here and play some camel, beat the camel music. We're going to open the altars. Everybody can come to the altar if they want. Also, if your mom's here with you, you don't necessarily have to come to the altar with her, but just right where you're at, I want you to take her by the hand. Just take her by the hand. Take your mom by the hand. God is awesome. Father, right now, in the name of Jesus, one of the hardest, toughest jobs in the world is being a mom, a mother. To be a parent, to be a father. And it's even harder when we go beyond just anything going on, and now we got camels in our lives. I ask you, God, to touch and anoint each and every mom here, each and every woman here, each and every person here. Help them know, Lord, that camels are coming. That God's got something special. It is on its way. If we could only understand on the other side of that camel, no matter how big, ugly, stinking, spitting, foot stomping it is, on the other side of that camel is a great promotion. Because she spent 2 to 3 hours watering 10 camels. Within a matter of a couple of days, she owned all of the camels. Wow. Wow. Relationships changed. Position changed. Everything changed. because she had that spirit about her. Go ahead and sing, y'all.